Imagine a man who reinvented himself so many times that nobody really knew who he was. Not his wives, not his neighbors, not even the police for decades. Every time you thought you had him figured out, he slipped away, like a shadow fading into another identity. That man was Franklin Delano Floyd. And his story isn't just crime, it's deception, kidnapping, murder, and one of the eeriest mysteries in American history. Franklin Delano Floyd was born in 1943 in Barnesville, Georgia. His father died when he was just 1. Now, orphanage stories are rarely heartwarming. This one was brutal. Floyd endured abuse and bullying, and by the age of 16, he had already started showing signs of what he'd become: violent, unpredictable, and obsessed with control. When he ran away, he didn't just run from the orphanage. He ran from reality itself. He began weaving lies, fabricating identities like a magician pulling rabbits out of hats. Except these rabbits were forged documents, stolen names, and manipulations that would span decades. In 1962, he broke into a woman's home, armed with a knife. His target wasn't money, it was her. He assaulted her. He was caught, sentenced, but like a ghost, he slipped through cracks in the system. Paroled, arrested again, escaped, vanished. Each arrest, each record, should have pinned him down. But Franklin had one talent above all. He knew how to become someone else. He forged identities like a dark artist. Charles Hughes, Warren Judson Marshall, Clarence Marcus Hughes. Each name was a mask, and people believed him. This is where the story turns from unsettling to horrifying. In 1975, Floyd kidnapped a young girl. Her name wasn't Sharon Marshall. That was just one of the lies. Her real name? Suzanne Savakis. But no one knew that until decades later. To the outside world, Sharon was his daughter. He raised her under that lie. He controlled every aspect of her life, grooming her with chilling precision. And when she grew older, Floyd's role shifted from father to husband. Yeah, he married her, his own daughter. If your skin just crawled, good, it should, because this is the darkest part of Franklin's shadow. Sharon Marshall, the girl with no past, was brilliant. Teachers remembered her as smart, kind, with dreams of becoming an aerospace engineer. But Floyd had other plans. He dragged her into his twisted orbit, forcing her into adult films, stripping her of identity until only his control defined her life. In 1990, Sharon was killed in what was called a hit and run. Floyd claimed she had died accidentally, but suspicion swirled. Witnesses described him as abusive, controlling, manipulative. After Sharon's death, Floyd's grip didn't loosen, it tightened. He kidnapped her son, Michael Hughes, at gunpoint from his elementary school. To this day, Michael's fate remains one of the most haunting mysteries of the case. Floyd claimed he killed the boy, but no body was ever found. No evidence, just Floyd's word. And if history taught us anything, it's that his word was worth less than ash. It took decades for the truth to surface. Investigators untangled lie after lie, identity after identity, until finally, Sharon Marshall's real name came to light. She wasn't his daughter, she wasn't his wife, she was a stolen child. Imagine that for a second. Your whole life, you don't even know who you are. Everyone calls you Sharon. You go to school, you dream about your future, but you're living inside someone else's fabrication. That's what Franklin Delano Floyd did to Suzanne Savakis. He stole her name, her future, her life. Floyd was finally caught in 1994 after a police chase, convicted of kidnapping, assault, and eventually the murder of Cheryl Comesso, another victim entangled in his twisted world. In prison, Floyd never gave clarity. He teased investigators, dropped cryptic comments, admitted one crime only to deny another. He thrived in the confusion. To him, lies weren't just a tool. They were a home. He was sentenced to death. But to this day, the case still feels unfinished. Michael Hughes remains missing. The full story of Suzanne's childhood under his control may never be known. Franklin Delano Floyd's story isn't just about crime. It's about the horror of identity theft at its most extreme. He didn't just steal credit cards. He stole lives. He stole futures. And if you ask me, that's what makes him more terrifying than your typical killer. He wasn't content with murder. He wanted to rewrite reality. So here's the eerie thought that sticks with me. If Franklin Floyd could live decades under fake names, walking among ordinary people, what makes you so sure the friendly neighbor across the street is who they say they are? Sleep well with that thought.